All right, in this next video, we're going to walk through how you could use Julius to analyze cohort retention and understand where all of your users might be dropping off. You typically track this in some product analytics tools, but a lot of times you need to export the data and do the deeper analysis manually. But the cool thing here is that Julius can take all of that data and help you better understand retention patterns without needing to do this yourself. So to get started, just download your user activity data with things like user IDs, maybe emails, even sign-up dates and activity timestamps. You can export this from your analytics tool or just connect your database with Julius. But if you don't have that on hand, no worry. You can just use our sample user activity files here. So I'm just going to add data sources, upload the data, and then I'm going to use my sample user events file. Here we have 3 different prompts that we're going to run through in this analysis. These sort of break down the general high-level types of analysis that you generally do to understand retention. First, we have calculate cohort retention rates. This will organize users by sign-up date and track how many come back over time. Next, we have visualize retention patterns. This will create retention curves and heat maps to see what drops off happens. And then finally, we have analyze what drives retention. This will identify behaviors and characteristics that correlate with users who stick around. Here we're going to upload our files, and then we can just click Run All in the upper right. Again, Julius is going to write and generate the code that it's going to need to do all this different analysis and generate the visualizations for you. Cool, so it looks like Julius is done with the analysis. First, we have the cohort retention rate showing how each sign-up cohort performs over time. We can see the retention drop-off patterns and how different cohorts compare. Next, we can see that Julius segmented the retention by user characteristics, like subscription tier, user segment, and acquisition channel. Julius automatically identified the stickiest user groups. Finally, Julius identified what drives key retention. The key finding here is that early engagement is the #1 predictor. Users who are more active in their first 30 days are way more likely to stick around in the long term. That's it for this video. In this next video and notebook, we're going to walk through how you can analyze feature adoption and usage to understand which features are actually driving value. We'll see you in the next one.